Yo, how's it going, everyone? It's Andrew Nakas here, coming in from my computer, taking a little, kind of change up from the normal kind of developer vlog that I usually do. And I'm going to talk about, I think the craziest, most fun VR application I've ever played. And it just came out today. It's Google Earth in VR, and it's by far the craziest app around. So like right now I'm just in space floating around. I have hand track controllers, and if I kind of use the touchpad I can zoom in. Just kind of like, it's exactly like Google Maps, just in VR with controllers. And so zooming to the town I am currently living in, I'm on Bozeman, and here's the university in Bozeman, and I can kind of zoom in on an area and then tilt, and now I'm in like kind of Google Earth 3D perspective view. And so for all this stuff, when I move around in VR, like I get just a small area. That's because in VR I would get motion sickness if I do it any other way. And then when I stop moving around, now I have like kind of full perspective, full 360 of like the environment that the 3D environment that the satellites captured. And it's actually like crazy how much detail they can get in these 3D models. Like essentially this is like amazing accuracy in terms of reproduction for buildings. And I can kind of fly around. Here's like move around to kind of more like downtown Main Street area. And it's actually like pretty insane. Like once the meshes load up, how much detail there is. So it's just like a game-changing thing because I can like fly around the mountains, fly around the space, go to the mountains, and then essentially like zoom out. So now I'm like flying myself around the mountains. This is the Bridger Range, kind of the local spot, local mountain range. And like here, for example, is Bridger Bowl Ski Resort. This is like the main lift. And then this is like the North Bowl area. And it's actually pretty insane how much detail is actually on kind of the terrain. Like looking down it feels like it's a super great representation of the actual contours of the ski resort. And kind of flying around to like Northern Bridgers. I think it shows alpine areas and like mountains in general like remarkably well. So this is like the Northern Bridgers. This is like a popular summer kind of ski north-facing couloir. And like it's kind of impressive what it's like. It's essentially like the closest reproduction to like what it would be like to actually like climb on top of some of these mountains. So this is like Sacagawea Bowl. Hardscrabble Peak is what I'm on top of right now. I can like fly to Sacagawea, which is like the tallest peak in the Bridgers. Not by a whole lot, but it's just like this crazy mind-blowing experience. And I can then turn like port back to Google Maps view, load up a menu, and like go to any other place. So here's like the Matterhorn. And then the craziest thing is like how some of the added features that they did. So you can change the time of day just by dragging the sun around. kind of pull up the Milky Way, and now it's like, here's what the Matterhorn looks like at night. You can the Milky Way. During the day, you can kind of see mountains like with any lighting, and it's like remarkably great at like rendering the mountains. This is, I guess, dawn. And it's like truly the scale of this is just insane. And like, it's just crazy how far you can go around and like view different areas and just easily kind of navigate anywhere. Definitely like a game changer. Let's just move the sun around to more daylight. So that's the basis of Google Earth VR. Hopefully you liked it. If you're in the Bozeman area and you really want to try this, message me. I would be happy to show you this experience. I have access to a couple different interesting ways to let anyone try it. So have a good one. Thanks for watching. And hopefully I'll see you in VR. Peace.